Do you think she knows that this isn't Godot? I think she knows that. Yeah, I'm fully aware. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to take a detour today. In the next episode, we're going to put sound effects into our game. But what I've found is that there's a lot of developers that don't know how to get sound effects or make their own, really, besides like recording random things in their house, which is valid. You can do that. But I'm going to show you just kind of the easy way. Relatedly, if you haven't noticed, I do have a new microphone. I'm still fooling with the settings. If I sound funny for a couple of episodes, that's me playing. That's fine. All right. I'm going to show you a tool real quick. Hold tight. This is SFXer. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Maybe, unless it's supposed to be SFXer. I don't think there's an official pronunciation. I think it's fine. If you click over here where it says generator, it just makes you sound effects. If you, like, let's say you want a jump sound effect, but you hate that one, you just click it again. It'll keep going. Let's keep that one for a second. Oh, it says square wave. You can change that. See if you can get it sounding kind of new and different. If you want to change it, but you're just indecisive and you want SFXer to change it for you, you've got mutate down here. It'll do that. If you want to save it, this save sound button makes a format that is readable by SFXer. Export wave makes a sound that is accessible by everything else to include Godot. These bars in the middle, they work. I've played with them forever. And I don't have a meaningful definition for all of them. So you have my permission to just like move them around and go, oh, that's what that does. When I was finding information for this video, I actually found out that there's a website called JSFXer because it's made in JavaScript. What? That's crazy. And it does the same thing. It just does it on the net. I prefer the desktop version. If this version interests you, that's fine. I'm going to say, though, that I've discovered that it's really loud. Like, I don't want to click that play because I don't want to bolt people out of their chair. That would be quite ridiculous. But know that this is here. This is the webpage of SFXer and the dude that made it. And I presume his name is Dr. Petter. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So he's a genius. Let's go to articles. If you want to download it, by the way, it's on projects. There it is. Articles, basic sound theory. Here is all of the math that makes SFXer go. And it's a lot of math. And if you're the kind of person that like just loves this kind of stuff, here it is. You can read it. How cool. Let me make this math make sense to like somebody who doesn't have a master's in calculus. This website is the Chrome Music Lab. It's probably the most powerful DAW on the internet, and nobody knows how to use it correctly. It makes me cranky. It looks like it's for preschoolers, kind of because it is for preschoolers, but it does way more than it kind of acts like it does. Come here to the can't ever say this on the first try. Oscillators. Aha. And it's going to give me little guys. Now, you guys are programmers. You know what this means. We've got an object oscillator, and it's of the type square. The oscillator property frequency, the value of that is set to 440. And if you're a musician, you know that's your tuning A. So we've got square. We got Mr. Sawtooth. We got Mr. Triangle. We got Mr. Sine. And if you click on any of these guys, they do that. By the way, if you click and drag, you can make them go higher or lower. So why is she bringing this up? Look inside the guy's mouth. It's showing you what a square wave, which so does Dr. Petter There it is. Showing you what a square wave looks like. You can also just look at the guy's head. But that's what a sawtooth wave looks like, sounds like. Triangle waves are not in SFXer. But if you were curious, there's triangle wave. And then sine. The guy's head's round, so I guess the sound is kind of round. Mr. Sawtooth is kind of pointy. The sound is kind of pointy. When we come into SFXer, we make something. See if that'll work. So we're using a square wave to make that. If I got the pitch right, I might even be able to make it. But I'm clicking over to Mr. Sawtooth. And now we're using a sawtooth wave. Mr. Sine is round. He makes a round sound. Sine wave makes a round sound. On and on. These waveforms, by the way, this is the math explanation, but kind of the historical explanation is this is the first way that computers were ever able to make sound, was literally just by manipulating sound waves, and these were the first beeps. These were the first beeps. And then they turned into little guys, I guess. Now, why is this important for you to know? One, it's cool. Two, SFXer is only manipulating sound waves. That's all it does. And the neat thing about that is nothing that comes out of SFXer can really be copyrighted. It's kind of like trying to copyright the color blue, like the whole color blue. You're going to have a bad time. I know sports teams have like certain color, but I'm talking about like all blues. Can't do it, right? You also can't copyright all sound waves. It doesn't work like that. So anything that comes out of SFXer, free to use. You can use it. It is okay. You can put this in your big Switch and PS5 release, and no one will even think twice about it. Also, SFXer is free and open source, so that's also a factor. Golly, speaking of free and open source, let me show you my other favorite free and open source program. Hold on. This is LMMS. This is the free and open source version of FL Studio. I actually secretly like it better for a couple of reasons. One, because it's free. It comes automatically loaded with SFXer. Because it's free and open source, they can just put it in there. It's not that big a deal. If I drag it into this would be my song. I'm not going to do like a full tutorial on LMMS right now, but you know, I'm greeted with SFXer itself. It looks a little different, but it's the same thing. Vibes there. I can generate random stuff. I can say, make me a power up, make me all this. There's my square wave, sawtooth, sine wave, and noise. If I want to hear it, I have to click on a piano key. Let me make something. Oh, no, thank you. That'll work. That'll work for our purposes. Let's pretend I love that sound. I can come over here. If I click on the black box, it'll open up a piano roll for me. Yeah, I can now use this as an instrument. That is really high. I'm going to go an octave lower. So that's cool. You can make your own instruments and therefore your own songs just out of stuff that you pull out of SFXer. That's easy. That's also really good. Like if you're trying to do like an Atari or NES kind of thing, that's a hack that I've used before. The Nescaline's also in here, which could be its own video. But the other kind of outside the realm of this video thing that you can do with this is like if you have a sound effect, you can load it into LMMS and now you can pitch bend it or add whatever sort of automation to it. You can make it longer. You can make it rip up a scale, or you get the idea. Now that we've got it in a DAW, we can do all kinds of nonsense to it. Speaking of nonsense. Hello. Right. So I'm going to see you next week back in Godot with sound effects. I'll provide them. If you hate them, you know how to make new ones, and that doesn't hurt my feelings. It's your board game, not mine. Anyway, yeah, you take it easy. You have a good one. And LMMS, if you'd play me out, I'd appreciate you.